Says it's cold outside, she hands me a raincoat. She's always worried about things like that. Said it's all gonna end and it might as well be my fault. She only sleeps when it's raining, and she screams, and her voice is strained, and she says, baby, it's 3 a.m., I must be lonely. Yeah, well, she says, baby, and I can't help but be scared of it, oh, sometimes, and the rain's gonna wash away, I believe it. She's got a little bit of something, and God is better than nothing. And in a color portrait world, she believes she's got it all. Where the moon don't hang quite as high as it used to. She only sleeps when it's raining, and she screams, and her voice is strained, and she says, baby, it's 3 a.m., I must be lonely. Yeah, well, she said, baby, yeah. And I can't help but be scared of it, oh, sometimes. And the rain's gonna wash away, I believe this. She believes that life is made up of all you're used to. And the clock on the wall has been stuck at 3 for days and days. She thinks that happiness is a mat that sits on a doorway, yeah. But outside, it stops raining. Yeah, well, she says, baby, it's 3 a.m., I must be lonely. Yeah, when she says, baby, yeah. And I can't help but be scared of it, oh, sometimes. And the rain gonna wash away, but I believe this. It's 3 a.m., I must be lonely. Well, yeah, well, she says, baby, yeah. And I can't help but be scared of this, oh, sometime. Hi, my name's Gravity Groove. That was an old Matchbox 20 song called 3 a.m. Welcome to Bad Luck Good Game, where we play standard decks lately because we already finished all of our drafting, and it was unsatisfying, unfortunately. New Capenna ended up being a really, really middling draft set. Like the strategies weren't very deep. One color combination was much, much better than the other color combinations, to the point that it wasn't even. It was generally correct to force brokers, even if you didn't want to. It was generally correct to do so, which made for a really boring play experience. And it tended to be a very rinse format where there were certain rares that just really fucked everything up, and you just couldn't beat them, which is never very interesting, you know. Like, my favorite Magic, and I know this Magic doesn't exist anymore, but my favorite Magic is when attacking and blocking matters, when creatures matter, when one-for-one exchanges were more common, so that the gameplay revolved more about decision-making, essentially the paradigm between am I attacking or am I defending, and how those roles switch as gameplay changes based on how you draw. Divergent gameplay. That just doesn't really happen anymore. Cards are so powerful and so generate so much value that it's usually who draws the most broken cards first, and there's not a lot else to the game these days. Fire design philosophy can fucking die in a fire. But, you know, that's just me. I'm just one man. One man. The computer. So we have not tried Temur control yet. I played this a couple times as a dry run. It looks ridiculous, but sometimes it does the thing. You'll notice a triple green card in our Izzet deck. yeah, I was confused too. Much like all the other decks are just stalling until they can drop an obnoxious 7-drop, or, you know, a Leer or a Hullbreaker. This deck is doing the same thing. It's just patently stalling until you get to 7 to start dropping bombs. It does, however, have Goldspan Dragon, which 1 treasure with Goldspan Dragon on the field generates 2 green. If we have Fable on 3 into Goldspan on 4, we can potentially Titan on 5. But that involves our opponent having no interaction, and that's never going to fucking happen. We do have some very good, very cheap bits of interaction in Voltage Surge and Fading Hope. We're running less Surge here because obviously we don't have the Treasure Maker, so a lot of times it's really just going to be a deal 2. I don't know if this number should be maybe 3 and 2, but this is a pre-constructed deck I got online. So we're just going to try it the way it is. We also have Dragon's Fire, which occasionally is 3, occasionally is 4. And, you know, our classic Jawari Disruption, so maybe we can be the asshole who always has it. And then Expressive Iteration to dig to find pieces we need. Fable, some Deluges to have, like, the whole counterspell or draw card paradigm that Control so loves. And then we can bring in Comas and Hullbreakers against other control decks, which I feel like we'll be doing often, and probably the Bankbusters as well. Then we have Torch Breath, which we can also bring in against the control decks. It's an uncounterable instant, and against other decks as well. I'm not sure if 3 Torch Breath is correct here. I feel like maybe another sort of utility removal spell, or maybe even a board wipe like Burn Down the House against the pure creature matchup. Throw in 1 Burn Down the House. I also think Burn Down is pretty decent against Esper, because you, in a lot of situations, you might get a Rafine and a Kaizo and a Wandering Emperor, etc., etc. We're going to give this a shot. I believe we're still on the Diamond Ranked floor. That is our new home. Here we go. Not the starter's pistol, that's my resolve. It's very low. I mean, all things considered, this is a pretty good hand. I have to remember whenever we can to play green, play on green side if we get mana that's, you know, like that. So we probably have Grixis Vamps here. Yep. Okay, that lines up really well. What we're hoping here is that they have Fable and we can make disappear and play our own Fable. Be pretty great. I'm happy countering Bankbuster. So everyone is playing the control version of this deck now, huh? This is like the 3rd or 4th time in the last couple days I've seen Grixis, and it is always the control version with Reckoners and Expressive Iterations in it now. Very strange. Oh, he had Spell Pierce, and that was the pause. They were deciding if they wanted to Spell Pierce and save the Reckoner, or... Yeah, you got me. Huh. So this will give us 2 green. If we get to attack with this, it'll give us the 3rd green. And we can play this land and play the Titan. Potentially, but again, this is the counterspell heavy version of this deck, so maybe we can't. Maybe we'll just get Disdainful Stroked. We're definitely going to bring in our counter-resistant cards. I think we're saving the Dragon's Fire for the Cloner here. We don't as much care about the Corpse Appraiser as we do about it getting cloned every turn. Well, so much for playing our Titan of Industry. Wow. We have just lost. We lost the game. Well. There's a green. There's a green. Phone's blowing up. What's happening here? Please don't have another counter spell. Fuck! Fucking hate control. I fucking hate control. And it's all I ever queue into is fucking control. I swear to God, man. It's all I ever fucking queue into. Ever. Ever! It's just nothing but this fucking deck over and over and over and over again. It's like I have cursed the fucking gods themselves, and in return, I have so been cursed. Why must I endlessly face this fucking pile of shit? Why? Oh, God. It's fucking terrible. What else are we trimming? Burn down the house, can hit multiple tokens. Spell Pierce can potentially win a war. Fading Hope, I guess, a little less good unless we're exactly hitting a token. I don't know. 3 counterspells in one game. 3 counterspells in less than, like, what, 17 cards? 18 cards? The deck only runs, like, 4. We basically drew them all. This is, like, transparently a counterspell, right? I want to play something that we're okay with him countering. Cool. Oh, it actually landed. Okay. Really need to draw a land. Holy fuck. Okay. Lots of double blues, huh? Huh. Gonna get negated here. I don't think we fight over it. We need to find one of our bombs to have any chance to win here. Only need 2 green without the Titan in. Not great. Not gonna lie, that's pretty not great. Apparently we have no answer to Evelyn. I actually don't think there's any cards in the deck that answer Evelyn, huh? We're gonna need to see what sideboard options there are that deal 5 for a reasonable amount. What do we have between these colors? 5. Might be correct to wait until next turn to fire this off. Guess he could have Spell Pierce or something here too. Sure. I'm not sure why he wanted to fight that hard about it. But we can just Memory Deluge and probably find an answer. Or not. Huh. Did not find the removal we wanted for the Reflection. He's going to get to go off here. Man, that first game was such bullshit. There was a format I could play where just there was no blue. I would play it. Okay. Still leaves up Negate. You like attack first? Hmm. I guess we do to try to provoke a response. I wasn't sure how copying the Bankbuster would go, if it would require another crew. Why I didn't do it. If anyone's wondering. If you know how it turns out, you know, cool, but I don't. That's kind of what I thought was going to happen. Well, I didn't try it. I guess at least that works, yeah. You end up having to spin a lot of plates, but... Oh, we get to draw a card too. Wow. That's pretty good. How do you like it, asshole? Stop. Jesus. Didn't even give me a chance to tap his cloner. Fucking hell. Guy just always has the nuts. Well, like a 1 or 2 mana spell, like a Voltage Surge or a Fading Hope or a Dragon's Fire would be pretty great. Ugh. Matches like this really make me not want to play this game. Okay. None of this particularly matters. Uh-huh. Eh? They had 2 Soul Shatters in the main, which is more than I've seen in this archetype before. I don't know if they have any more. Sure. They're not good spells. Really, really drawn dead, huh? I guess we're just swinging with the team, right? And then if they go for multiple blocks, we can Deluge and Disruption. Yeah. Um, you have enough to cast it again? Yeah. and we have not drawn much at all. Drawn like 3 Jawari disruptions in a row and a land for the last 3 turns. Our opponent's drawn 10 more cards than us. Well, I guess not strictly 10 more, but probably 5 more. They're just drawing so much better than we are. Still have 3 bombs in the deck. Still haven't seen 1 Goldspan Dragon in about 60 cards at this point. It's just fucking ridiculous. Probably going to draw 3 Make Disappears in a row because it's our worst draw now. Or, you know, just 3 more land. Yep. A lot of shit in the way. Digging for an answer still. Be nice. Finally got a fucking spell. Let's see. He does not have 2 mana up right now. Could bounce the Reckoner Bankbuster, but it's probably better to bounce this. Alright, here goes. So if he gets removal, Jawari won't counter it, but we can use Jawari to bounce our own Hullbreaker Horror, I believe. I would like for you to cast that twice. I believe that's lethal. Unless we get top decked. Cool. We won, folks, which, what does that mean? We get to play another game. Yay. Oh. They have Goldspan Dragon as well. Oh, for fuck's sake. Do we bring in Disdainful Stroke only tags Goldspan Dragon, like, so we don't bring in Stroke. Maybe we do have to leave in the burn down the house then. Wish we had some damn Abrades for all their Reckoner Bankbusters. Oh, God. I wish I had lost. I really do. Yeah, and they have their best draw, which is Harvester into the 2-drop. And we do not. We do have this, though. This will probably provoke Harvester to remove it, although if they have a one mana removal spell, we're probably just dead. That's their best opener. And we didn't get any of our 1 mana interaction spells this time around. Or 2 mana interaction spells, for that matter. Yeah. Good game, I guess. Easy peasy, draw no removal. Our opening seems not helpful. Terrible. Yeah. Basically, our only out at this point is burn down the house. Well, off to a bad start. Getting infinitely counterspelled, not super fun. In hindsight, I feel like we need to look at what we can do to hit the 4 and 5 damage markers more reliably. For sideboard options here. Because we want to be able to kill Goldspan and we want to be able to kill Evelyn in that matchup. But I don't know what deals 5 damage. Triangle's another 3, Abrade's another 3, Voltage is occasionally a 4, but is hard to hit reliably. Burning Hands is 6, but only if they're green. Flare is 3, Light 'em Up is not applicable. Royal Eruption is 7 mana for 5 damage. Oop. Thundering Rebuke is 4 for 2. That does not deal with Evelyn. That just can't beat an Evelyn, huh? What about that 1 mana blue spell that just turns things into a fucking 1/1s with no text? What about that? Like witness protection or something? Oh, it's an enchantment, right? Find the monster. This problem is not solved by find the monster or bubble snare. Tapping it doesn't solve the Evelyn problem. All abilities, base toughness 1/1. Yeah, I guess that works. It also works against bigger creatures. Flame Blast Bolt was pretty medium. Baneful Stroke, not usable at all in that matchup, but I suppose there are other control decks where it would be usable, like the Is It control deck or the Esper control deck, where they've got what, like, it's kind of bad there too. Right, because only 4-drops are Sorin and Wandering Emperor. Huh. Huh. I think we just want that to be another negate, right? And okay, so we have 2 counter spells and Hull Breakers and Comas we can swap our Titans for, and Reckoners for the control matchup. That's not bad. This feels like a better plan. Torch Breath is such an expensive card. I'm going to cut down to one of those. Alright, let's try again and hope we don't hit the exact same deck. It's no fun having all your gameplay decided by your opponent holding up 2 mana. Like, how awesome would it have been if we could have cast that Titan on 7 in that first game, instead of getting Disdainful Stroke for like the 3rd time in a row. Control again. And out of control. I've tried to tell you folks, the entire format is just control decks. Like, Standard is exclusively control decks. All you can do is play, we're not going to play into your fucking Disruption, thank you. All you can do is play Boros. Play Boros Burn. The only playable deck in Standard right now. You're just gonna run into fucking control shit forever. None of these are very inspiring, huh? Yeah. We probably can't win this game 1 just because we're not ever going to be able to cast a big card. Poke away, my friend. Looking for more land. It works. Yeah. And now we can Fable. Still have up Disruption or Spell Pierce. This is all about just wanting to counter the Magma Opus. Sure. So because they have 2 up, we're just going to have to Dragonfire on our turn so we can hold up Spell Pierce to deal with their counter. We also still need, I think, a 6th land now because Hinata is going to tax both of those spells. And we did get it. Yeah, whenever they cast Hinata, they always have Magma Opus in. At least when I'm playing. If we're playing against a combo deck, they 100% of the time have the combo. Do they have 2 of the combo? Because that would be tragic for me. If they have 2 of the combo, we're right and proper fucked, and there's very little we can do about it. If they have Disdainful Stroke, we can counter it with Make Disappear. I could also Make Disappear and sack their 1/1, and they get me. Oh, they do have 2 of the combo in their hand. In 13 cards. 2 Hinata, 2 Magma Opus, and 13 cards. Wow! And we can't cast our counterspell. Okay. 2 of their combo in 13 cards. Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. I love that I'm recording when stuff like this happens. I love it. So y'all can see how absurdly bad my luck is. Like, just fucking... just beyond impossible. My luck is so bad that it's beyond impossible. You have a 3rd one? Can you just cast it and we can move on with our lives? Yeah. We doing the thing? Yeah. I'm sorry, 3 in 45 cards. Holy fucking shit. Arch Breath. Protection. Eight. Just fucking load this game, man. Like, what am I supposed to say at this point? Like, I can't ever win. It doesn't matter what I do. I can't ever win. It is my lot in life. I am doomed to lose forever. Maybe witness protection isn't good enough here. Hmm. Yeah. Gives us coma mana. Well, here goes our YOLO, folks. Well, at least our hope didn't fade. We got to make one serpent. Shield's fully down now. And we do 3 lands in a row. Not great. So now we're just swinging in Coma. I'm missing something. Whole 3 lands in a row thing has not been super awesome. 3, 4, 5, 6. 9 land and 16 cards. Our opponent draws double combo in their 16 cards. We draw 9 land. Yeah. I almost wonder if this should have one of the blue dragon in it, just to make the dragon's fires a little more consistently better than 3. Wheel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we can't cast it. Guess I should have windmilled the dragon's fire first, huh? We still have 3 mana, which gives us enough to counter a Magma Opus attempt, but not enough to pay for any counters they fire at ours. The tax Sonata makes you pay is actually a real pain in the ass. The dumb thing is, without Hinata, this card is just offensively bad, right? Like, Magma Opus is just borderline unplayable. But together, against an opponent who always draws the combo, and I mean always, it's not great. All right, folks. I don't know what to tell you. Like, you've been watching me do this for the last couple days, and every match we queue into is just nothing but control matchups. Like, there's just no other deck archetype that exists. And it just goes over the top of everything. It sucks the fun out of everything. It makes the game unplayable. It's not the Magic that I like. It's not the Magic that I enjoy. So I can't evaluate this deck properly. I know it's starting to sound like a broken record, but if this is a good deck, it's not into control. And we know what the best two control decks are. They're Esper, and they're the deck that just fucking ruined us. And the top three archetypes, tier 1 archetypes, are now Grixis control, Esper control, and Hanada control. That's it. So all you can do is make your curve like end at 1.8 and play Boros and hope they die before your Will to Live does. Sorry. This is Gravity Groove for bad luck, good game. Play aggro or uninstall. Thanks for watching. Later.